Right, testing. Oh, great. Now, we are moving on to the final part of per unit tax, which unfortunately, this is also the most difficult part for most of the students in Hong Kong. Now as I know, most Hong Kong students will find this part to be extremely confusing. Okay, now hopefully we will take it slow so that it will not be so confusing to you. Now, if you remember from last video, we do a lot of examples. How to share the burden, right? 係咪啊？我哋講咗 we talk about the definitions of burden and this kind of thing. Now you see that from questions to questions, sometimes producer will eat more, sometimes consumer will bear more burden. So we need to learn under what situation the consumer will eat more, under what situation producer will eat more tax, and the implication of it. Okay, now here, first of all, learn it. Now the way we don't say the sharing of tax burden. No, it's not professional. We call the sharing of tax burden tax incidence. 點樣去分啊 ？tax incidence 係指點樣去分嗰個咁嘅 tax burden 啊 ？Okay, this is the way we refer to it. Okay, now here, look at it. The situation is actually very easy to remember. Remember, whoever is more elastic would bear less burden. So, using this principle, 邊個有彈性啲就會食少啲，係咪啊？ Now, using this principle, we will know immediately. There are in fact, three situations. First situation, let's say demand is more elastic than supply, then producer will bear more burden. 係咪？因為佢如果 demand 係 elastic 啲，係咪 demand 食少啲啊 ？producer consumer 食少啲啦。Another situation, if demand is less elastic, then consumer will bear more burden. What is the first situation? If they are equal, then they will eat the same, right? 係咪啊？ Now, I need to remind you here, I'm talking about more elastic. I didn't say it is elastic. Okay, I'm only saying more elastic. More on that later when we look at one very funny question back in 2008, the year I take my CE exam. A very bad example by HKEAA. And unfortunately, a lot of bad teachers also mistaken that questions, the purpose of that question, and teach you the wrong thing. Okay, hopefully it won't happen in our St. Joseph's College. Okay, now here, that's the reason why we need to end our previous video with graphical representation, because right now I need you to slow down and follow me to do it together. OK， 嗱，我好需要你合作喺呢度，唔該你慢慢嚟，逐步跟足我。OK， 嗱 ，we're going to draw two situations， 兩個唔同嘅情況。First situation, consumer tax burden. Consumer eats more shit. OK， 佢食多啲屎啦。OK，consumer 食多啲，另一個 consumer 食少啲。嗱 ，first of all, before we draw any diagram, let's do some deduction. Under what situation would consumer eat less? 咩情況之下食多啲啊？咩情況之下 consumer 會食多啲啊 ？We need elasticity of demand to be smaller than elasticity of supply. 我哋啊係要 ED 細過 ES， 咁 consumer 就會食多啲啦。OK， 得唔得啊？By the same token, here, under what situation would consumer eat less? When consumer is more elastic. 你話其實點諗嘅咧？嗱 ，think of a very stupid example. OK, think of this as think of it like a match. Now this is a government. Here we have producer, we have consumer. Now they are playing dodgeball, 玩緊閃避球㗎。OK, now here they throw something to here we call tax. 好啦 你就當呢個 tax 似唔似閃避球嗰個保齡球啊？似唔似政府 as if the government is holding a bowling ball and throw it to the other side. OK 嗱 ，if you have played dodgeball， 通常咧邊個人易啲中波㗎？跑得慢啲嗰個易中啊，定跑得快啲個易中啊？Of course, the slower one is more prone to be hit by it, right? So let's say the producer is slower. Okay, consumer is faster. So automatically, this guy, producer, is more likely to be hit by this bowling ball. 係特別易俾人中啊！好啦 ，translate 翻啦。咩叫慢啲啊 ？Less elastic 咯。咩叫快啲啊 ？More elastic 咯。咁樣記得㗎啦。總之記住玩保齡球，跑得快啲個冇咁易食屎，係咪啊 ？Think of the tax as a dodgeball. Okay, the more elastic, the faster, less likely to eat. Okay， 我哋係咁記嘅，好嘛 ？Now here, back to the question. Now we need to draw a diagram with supply being more elastic. Okay, now here, some of you learn it in other tutorial center. What they teach you, 記唔記得啊？哦 ，so we make demand less elastic, more inelastic, supply elastic, right? So we draw something like this. We draw something like this. Oh, demand inelastic, supply elastic, right? No, don't do it. Don't do it. What is wrong with this? Something wrong with demand. 記唔記得我講啦 ？Demand elasticity. Does it have anything to do with 有冇 Does it have anything to do with slope? No. So step 1, you don't do anything funny. You always draw demand like this. Don't do anything funny. 得唔得？千祈唔好畫任何得意嘢啦。Now, second step, we need this guy to be more elastic. 黐線 supply, right? 我哋想佢 elastic 啲啦。Now remember, back in chapter 10, how to make supply more elastic? We draw it more horizontal, 係咪啊？越橫啦，係咪啊 ？Yes, this time you can touch the slope because the slope has everything to do with the elasticity of supply. So here, let's draw it. 嗱，誇張啲信我啊。Draw it very horizontal. S1 with a text, we will wear upward shift. S2, right? S2. Now, so sorry, my bad. We should have marked down the original first. 係咪啊？ Now this is P1, this is Q1. Now, this is P2, this is Q2, right? So, do one thing for me. 記唔記得啊？頭先我哋講咩啊 ？Whenever you draw burden, underline this for yourself. Make sure you know this is the reference point. 見唔見啊？而家 P1 to P2. This guy, let me use a green, okay? This guy is an increase in price. So who is suffering? This whole box is our consumer tax burden. Okay? 好啦，未畫完喎。But the tax is the distance between the two supply curve, right? You see, here we still have a little bit, right? 係咪仲有少少啊？ Little bit. Who will eat it? The rest of this part will be producer tax burden. 好，而家驗眼啦。See, which one is bigger? Obviously, consumer tax burden is bigger than producer tax burden in this case. 見唔見啊？原來啊 graph 就係咁畫㗎啦。記住 remember, only touch the slope of supply. Don't do anything funny with demand. Okay? Supply only, no demand. 好唔好啊？得唔得？ Okay? Now, let's do the same. Let's do the same with the other situation. Okay, 得唔得？ Now we need this guy. We have less elastic supply. 係咪 less elastic supply. Therefore, let's do it again. This is P, this is Q. Okay, original. Don't do anything funny with demand. 唔好做任何得意嘢. This is D. Now, this time we want it to be less elastic. So let's draw it more vertical. Okay, more vertical. 嗱，誇張啲得唔得？ Let's draw it more vertical, like this. Okay, this is S1. Now, remember, because we are having an upward shift, therefore, you only shift a little bit. In fact, it's shifting a lot. 嗱，我咩意思啊？其實你咧打橫 shift 少少係向上 shift 好多。我畫俾你睇，你明我講咩㗎啦 ？OK， 唔使 shift 咁多嘅，你會玩死自己嘅。This is S2, right? You see 嗱，睇落係咪打橫好似 shift 咗好少啊 ？In fact, you are shifting a whole lot. 其實 shift 咗咁多㗎，得唔得 ？So, sorry, my bad. Should have mark it down. This is P1, Q1. This is P2, Q2, right? 見唔見到 ？Underline Q2， 唔好諗 underline Q2. This is an increase in price. 好，價升咗呢嚿，貴咗邊個 suffer 啊 ？Of course, this is consumer tax burden, right? But remember, the shift is the whole of the shift is the tax, right? 仲有一橛未處理喎。This part. Who will eat the rest of it? Producer will eat the rest of it. 見唔見到啊 ？Obviously, PB is much greater than CB in this case, which is our case here. Okay? Now, do you see? In these two cases, I didn't touch the slope of demand. Mostly, I draw it in this way. The only thing you need to change is supply, the slope of supply. Don't do anything funny with demand. Trust me, okay? Trust me on this. Don't do anything funny with demand. 得唔得 Okay? You only touch supply. Okay? Now, when you want it to be more elastic, now, the step again, let me go through again. The question will tell you whether someone who will eat more. Using this logic, first you deduct who is more elastic. Okay? Now let's say supply is more elastic. Then you draw a very elastic supply. 係咪？誇張啲啦 very elastic one. Okay? And then once you do it right, automatically you will get the burden, the tax incidence right. 得唔得？係咁樣做啦。Now here, I suggest you pause the video, try to draw it on your own again. 畫多次先，揾張白紙出嚟畫多次先。Until you really draw it right, okay? Don't move on. Make sure 呢個你畫啱咗先，好冇 ？Make sure 你要明發生咩事，同埋要畫到先。Okay? Don't even think about moving on if you are not good enough with this. Okay? 得唔得？ Now, assuming you are good enough. Now, we're going to skip page 24 first. We look at some questions. We look at some question example. Okay? We look at some question example. Alright? 嗱，睇住啦噃。Now, suppose a per unit sales tax is imposed on good X. Seller would bear relatively smaller portion. 嗱，即係咩意思啊？佢就想講啦。PB should be smaller than CB, right? 係啦，佢話啦 ，PB 係要細過 CB 啦。Now, remember, using our deduction, immediately we know it means that ES should be bigger than ED. Elasticity of supply should be more elastic in order to eat less. Okay? Now, look at the answers here. If demand is something and supply is something. Now, we need elasticity of supply to be higher. Therefore, the only possible situation out of these three, actually I should say the certain answer 有個係一定啱嘅 ，OK， 有一個一定啱嘅 ，C must be correct，OK，C must be correct，OK，because if demand inelastic, supply elastic, then it necessarily means supply is more elastic. But let us not stop here. In fact, there are two answers that are also possible, but not the best answer. 仲有兩個答案一定其實都有機會啱嘅，諗唔諗到啊 ？OK， 諗唔諗到啊？我寫啲數字你明㗎啦。Inelastic, let's call it here. This is ED, this is ES. Okay. For C, let's call it 0.3, 1.8. Okay, this is obviously QS bigger than QD, right? 係咪啊 ？Now, I think you already know. In fact, A and D can also be correct. 嚇可以嘅咩？可以兩個都 elastic， 兩個都 inelastic 啊？邊個唔得？睇住 ED 1.3 bigger than 1 elastic. ES 1.8 bigger than 1 elastic. ES bigger than ED. This also stands. A can be correct. What about this? Inelastic, 0.3 inelastic smaller than 1. 0.8 also smaller than 1 inelastic, but bigger. Supply is more elastic than demand. Therefore, this can still be true. 聽唔聽明我講咩啊？我嘅意思係有啲人會教錯你嘅。佢話如果 PB 大過 CB 嘅意思就係錯㗎，呢個係意思就係 elastic supply inelastic demand 係錯㗎嚇，係錯㗎，唔一定㗎。咩情況啊？其實只要大過佢，我而家 ES 大過 ED 啫嘛，我可以兩個都 elastic 㗎，我可以兩個都 inelastic 㗎，得唔得？個 keyword 係 more elastic， 見唔見我前面啊？係 more elastic， 唔係 elastic， 係 more elastic。我呢度已經俾咗 counter example 你啊，係可以兩個都 inelastic， 可以兩個都 elastic 㗎，一樣能夠達到㗎。Okay, therefore the keyword is actually more elastic, less elastic. It tells you nothing about elastic or inelastic. No, it only tells you about more elastic and less elastic. Okay?唔該啦，自己小心啲呢條啊！好多老師就係揸住呢啲教錯晒啊，嗰啲咪廢㗎咯，係咪啊？好似你跟 Leo Chan 唔係廢嘅，係咪 ？So please 嗱 I beg you, really slow down here. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, watch it again until you understand what I'm talking about more elastic but not elastic. 得唔得啊？唔該你睇清楚你先好 move on， 得唔得 ？Alright, so how can we skip these two? Now, we will go back to these two when we talk about the extreme cases, okay? We will deal with the extreme cases last. 好嘛？ Now here, let's look at some long questions example, 係嘛？我哋睇一啲 long quest 嘅例子啦 ，okay? Now, first registration tax is basically a per unit tax, okay? Now, suppose tax burden of seller greater. 嗱，佢而家啦。我哋要做一個情況啊 ，we need producer tax burden to be bigger than consumer tax burden. Now remember 幾時咩情況之下啊？幾時 PB 會食少啲啊？玩閃避球啦，唔係幾時 PB 會食多啲啊 ？When ES they are moving slow 啊，當佢喐得慢啲咯，係咪啊 ？When ES is smaller than ED. Now C1 here. Now let's do C1 and C2. Now together. Now C1, the situation using English, it would be supply is 係咪 inelastic 啊？可唔可以咁寫啊 ？No, wrong. Is less elastic. 咁寫先啱啊！唔係 inelastic，係冇咁 elastic than demand。OK， 咁寫先啱啊！ Then we draw it in a diagram， 照舊啦，好冇 ？P Q， 而家我要 supply 冇咁 elastic， 好唔好做啲？可唔可以喺呢度搞笑啊？唔好 ，don't do anything funny with demand。This is our demand. Okay. Now supply less elastic. So let's draw it more vertical. Okay, more vertical. Let's do it this way. Okay, this is supply 1. This is our mark 咗先，好唔好啊？我哋跟 step 啦。This is P1, Q1. Now, then this is supply 2. Okay. 嗱 shift 好多㗎啦，你見唔係好多嘅啫嘛。Remember, it's an upward shift, so it's already a whole lot of shift here. OK， 其實好多㗎啦呢度。Then P2 and Q2 mark down Q2 highlight 咗佢得唔得？嗱 remember, this is an increase in price, right？ 嗱去到 Q2 好啦嚇，唔好畫過龍啊。Who is suffering? Consumer is suffering. Now what about the rest of the part? The rest of it would be borne by the producer. 啱唔啱啊 ？CB 細過 PB，CB 細過 PB。Yes, this is the answer that we want. Okay. Now using the same diagram, we need to show the tax revenue. 有啲複雜，有啲難 show 啊，好唔好啊？嗱。好難用 same diagram 㗎 ，OK？ 嗱 same diagram remember for tax net of revenue net of tax it should be the part below 紅色呢嚿啊，得唔得？紅色呢嚿就係我哋嘅 tax OK 得唔得啊？紅色呢嚿就係我哋嘅 tax OK so this is how we do it. We do it using a diagram. 記住啊，唔好寫錯啊。It's not inelastic, but less elastic than demand. Then you draw a rather inelastic supply. OK 嗱，畫係中意點畫都得嘅，畫都得㗎啦。But when it comes to writing, don't write inelastic. Even if you draw an inelastic, don't write inelastic. It's less elastic. OK 得唔得啊？好，繼續睇。Two more. Now, good X subject to a per unit sales tax. Okay, now under what situation would consumer total spending 係咪 would consumer total spending on good X decrease？ 嗱，小心啲啊 ！This time I'm asking total spending, total expenditure 啊。So this time, the only thing you need to take care of is elasticity of demand. Okay? Now, what would be the condition? We need TE to decrease. Now think about it. TE decrease. P times Q, right? Now with a tax, obviously price would goes up, right? 係咪？肯定會升㗎。To balance equation, we need it to be elastic. So the condition is elastic demand. 喂，我唔解啦，好唔好啊？我慳翻寫啲自己寫啦，好唔好啊 ？Diagram. Okay, diagram. Here, demand. This is our demand. We want demand to be elastic. 今次係咪搞個 slope 啊 ？No. This time we are concerned with upper or lower part. Elastic upper part. So, take out your hand, cover this part. Make sure you don't draw here. Draw the shift in supply in here. S1 to S2. Okay, 得唔得？ This is P1. This is Q1. This is P2. This is Q2. 得唔得？見唔見啊？升咗啦。Here, because of a drop in quantity, this is our loss in total expenditure. This part is the gain in total expenditure. Obviously, loss is bigger than gain, meaning total expenditure would decrease. 見唔見到個分別啊？我哋今次呢條係講緊 total expenditure, which concerns elasticity of demand, but previous questions is concerned with tax burden, which concerns the comparison between supply and demand, who is more elastic, 唔係 elastic 係 more elastic。 OK 得唔得？係咁樣去睇㗎，有分別㗎嚇。OK 得唔得？ So here you see this is the way we draw the diagram. Now indicate the change in sales revenue net of tax 係咪啊？好嗱，有啲難睇啊，係嘛？呢度啊有啲難睇啊。OK 嗱吸錯到添。嗱 original 嗱我寫出嚟啊。Original total revenue should be P1 times Q1, right? Should be this guy. Original. The new one 記住啦，新個喺邊啊？新個喺下面，我哋話 the new one is below Q2 this guy 記唔記得啊？ The change, okay, the change is this part. Now again, this is a very old question, therefore you will have situations like this 係咪啊？有時會亂糟糟啊。Now new questions, they won't ask you to do this. This is basically too clumsy, okay, too clumsy. 得唔得？太混亂啦，好嘛？ Alright, but now I put it here, nothing to do with tax burden, just to do a comparison with this guy. Okay, now remember, when doing tax burden, we are talking about ES versus ED. When we are doing total expenditure, we are concerning whether ED is bigger than 1 or smaller than 1. 見唔見啊？我哋睇嘅係截然不同啊 ，totally different things. Okay, now let's do more example. Here, anti-dumping tariff 反傾銷稅啊，exactly what the US government is doing right now. Now basically,